Hey guys, we've got a brand new episode of DWF here today for you. This is courtesy of ACWSM and J Butterflies. ACWSM asked to see the Ultimate Collection, so I grabbed all my Ultimate figures, all my Supreme figures, and everything that is along that line of category. J Butterflies asked how much we have spent on the collection. After a few days of trying to calculate this, I kind of have a number. I've got a rough estimate. I'm just not sure what my exact number is. And then our newest sub is Monarch. Monarch, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Monarch has some really sweet shorts. If you guys like the YouTube shorts, check out Monarch. Some great shorts over there. I love the creativity I've seen from you, Monarch. I'm very excited to see what's next on your channel. Hopefully you upload pretty regularly. That would be awesome. I think your shorts are pretty cool. I'm into that kind of stuff. You know, I love seeing creativity in all forms. So guys, the more creative you are, please let me know when you're putting stuff. I love to go watch what you guys do. Anyway, let's get into these Ultimates, shall we? Starting off, we have the newest figure to our collection. One that I didn't even get to open and review yet. We finally got Charlotte Flair on the re-release. I don't know how to really show off these Ultimates, so I'm just gonna kind of sporadically go through them. But first, I'm going to show the one that we have yet to open, the one we are going to review here on the channel soon. It's the Charlotte Flair. We picked this up in store, so it was really awesome being able to find this Charlotte Flair. I missed it on the first go-around, so seeing it in the re-release, had to scoop it up. I know the one that came out, the Elite that came out, very similar to this. Basically the same thing, but this one you get a much better robe. But other than that, she comes with some hands and an extra head. There's not much in here. This is very basic Elite, very basic Ultimate. I mean, the robe obviously is the selling point to the figure, I believe. Also, really good smiling head sculpt here. I don't know how many of these Charlotte heads that we actually have. There's probably a few. I think this was on a basic as well. I think she was in a basic 2-pack with Alexa Bliss, and she had that smiling head. You know what? Greeter Figs will know. He can correct me if I'm wrong. I just don't think we have a lot of that head, so, you know, it made it worth it for me. I didn't have this Ultimate in the collection. Also, you know, the butterfly joints that I'm sure this probably has. I think the women's figures had butterfly joints at this point. But anyway, let's, I guess we'll start with the women's figures. Alright, Holy Alexa Bliss Batman. Okay, you guys can't blame me for this because Amazon had these on sale for like 12 or 13 bucks. So I scooped up just a bunch of them because I'm just going to do a bunch of customs with them. And I think I still have one mint in the box. But yeah, this was the figure here. We painted one up to do the Harley Quinn look. And then we have 3 more back here that are, I want to do the Buzz Lightyear. I want to do the Riddler one, and I don't know what I'm going to do with the last one. I think I have images of one of her other costumes. Oh, it's the Alice in Wonderland one. So, Buzz Lightyear, Riddler, Alice in Wonderland. That's the plan. We have Britt Baker's here. One is complete Supreme Edition, the one in front here. The one in the back, I had to get a regular, I think an unrivaled torso. You can tell because of you can see the pins on the arms, whereas these are pinless joints on the Supreme Editions. But other than that, it is Supreme Edition legs, Supreme Edition head, Supreme Edition shirt. It's basically, I'm going to count it. The only thing is the torso, the torso arms are are not Supreme Edition. Everything else is Supreme Edition. Finally, a Britt Baker that looks like Britt Baker. If you guys remember the first figure of hers that came out that just looked so bad. I don't know what they were going off of, but yeah, definitely one of my favorite women's figures, especially this one here where she's got the Pittsburgh, like the Steelers look with her teeth. She's got the teeth, and I think she has them on the back. No, okay, maybe not. Britsburg is what's on the back, if it focuses on her butt there. Britsburg. And then she's got the little logo up there. I'm not a Steelers fan, but I mean, I think it's just cool, the whole Pittsburgh connection and everything. You can see, especially on the camera, you can see it really well, difference in color, like just the time fade on this. So that's a little disappointing, but I'm noticing that with Jazzwares figures is they're starting to fade out a little bit. We've got the Ultimate Edition Becky Lynch back here from her big WrestleMania win. If she would stop falling, I didn't set her feet up proper. So now we have the Charlotte Flair to add to this. We can recreate our WrestleMania Becky 2 belts moment. We have Bianca Belair, one of my favorite Ultimate Edition figures. I think they did a really, really good job with this Bianca Belair figure. I love this figure better than any Elite she's had so far. I think this is just the best. It's just the best Bianca figure, right? We've got a couple of Ronda Rouseys, Happy Ronda and Angry Ronda, one with kilt, one without. Just because we got to pick up two. I'm pretty sure I ordered one, and then I went to the Treasure Toy Trove, which if you guys don't know about the Treasure Toy Trove, well, let me talk to you. Treasure Toy Trove is missing. I don't have the card. I don't have the business card for my business partner, the Treasure Toy Trove. It's in many of my other videos. I thought I didn't have it. Look at me. I'm a fool. Here it is, guys. Let me talk to you. The Treasure Trove Toy Store. Why do I always call it the Treasure Toy Trove? I don't remember. I don't even know. Check them out on Facebook. They buy, sell, trade toys. You can also, I'm pretty sure Jason is doing online ordering too, that if you're on Facebook and there's something you want, he will send it to you. I don't know what his limit or range is. I don't know if it's just United States. I don't know if he goes beyond the United States. I'm not sure. Check him out on Facebook. He's got new stuff every single weekend. I'm up there. There's always new stuff. Wrestling figures galore. I think I have a hold pile up there right now. I've got to go pick some of those up, which is going to add to my total. So I'm sorry, Jay Butterflies, my total is going to be a little bit off. So by like $200 probably. I think that's what I have on hold is around $200. Anyways, we've got the Ronda Rouseys and then the Asuka, hands down the best Ultimate figure by far to date. I think this is just one of the most incredible women's figures ever. Bianca Belair, really close second. I think these two got the upgrades that they deserved. I don't know if we're going to get a better Asuka because her Elites just never lived up to what this Ultimate Edition figure is. Anyway, guys, I spent a lot of time here on the women's figures. Let's move on to the next category, shall we? All right, we're going to take a look at our comedy guys, our one-timers, our, in and outs, not mainstays. That's Gobbledygooker Ultimate Edition and Mr. T Ultimate Edition. I just did my review on this. You guys know how I feel about Gobbledygooker. Not my favorite Ultimate. Actually, probably near the bottom. Not a great posable figure. Like, he can move a little bit. His feet are just so darn weird. But the figure is just so good and so funny. And I really hope that this makes it to a roster. I want this guy in some of these Royales battling for a belt, for a title shot. I might have to draft him in Season 3. I might have to go for Gobbledygooker. That might be not top of the list, but it's going to be in the upper echelon, potentially. I just got to see, who's in the draft this year, what we're doing, how we're going to do it. There's a lot of stuff still being worked out. And then Mr. T. This, I didn't get to review this figure, or I don't remember if I had it already and out of the box before I started doing reviews, but this I think is just a fun Hulkamania Mr. T. They give him all his chains. It's incredible. You take these chains off and he's got another chain that you guys can see there. Come on, get your little cross. I think it's a cross is what it is. Yeah, cross right there. His Hulkamania shirt he can rip off the front. We've got angry Mr. T face on him right now. Just really, really fun, cool, awesome figure. I like that one a lot. This is I would probably give this like an 8 out of 10. I think this is just a really good, solid figure. Out of all the Ultimates so far that we've looked at, Asuka, Bianca are your two must-gets. Mr. T's, he's good. I'll say that. He's good. He's better than the Alexa Bliss. He's better than the Ronda Rouseys. Probably not better than the Becky Lynch. maybe tied with like where the Britt Baker is, you know, somewhere in that area. I think is a fair assessment for Mr. T. Just a fun figure if you like Mr. T, if that's the character you like, that's the guy you want. Definitely a good one to have. All right, guys. Now we're gonna wrap up the AEWs here. Get these Supremes in here, guys. We've got Kenny Omega's out the wazoo. Anytime an Ultimate or a Supreme figure comes out, I like to try to collect two because they come with two of everything except for torsos. So it's always fun to try and collect two, or there's two different editions. In this case, the Walmart exclusive Kenny and then the regular Kenny. I love these Kennys. And then we've got the Street Gear promo Kenny in the back there, where he's got the jeans and the t-shirt. You know, just different looks for Kenny. Moving on, we've got CM Punk. Just absolutely incredible. I've got him in just the black trunks right now. I want to get a second one so I can do the camo trunks. Here we've got Cody. We've got the was the Walmart one the one with the American flag boots and the blue pants? I think not much really changes. And then you've got the red pants, all white boots. Cody. They wear the same jacket. It's the same jacket. You get the same heads and everything. It's just you get the blue pants here with the American flag boots and the American flag belt versus the red pant. Thanks, Cody. The red pants and white boots with, I think you also get an American flag belt. I don't know. And then we've got the Malachi Black, one of the most sinister, one of the coolest Supreme editions. Guys, there's not a bad Supreme out here. If we're talking like must-gets, oh, I feel like all four of them. Like, you got to get one Kenny, one Punk, one Cody, one Malachi. That's the way to do it. I mean, they're just... Jazzwares makes a really good figure, and their Supreme editions are just through the freaking roof. Like, it feels like you're getting two figures every time you get a Supreme edition. Like, you get both of these Codys, basically, out of one Supreme. You just have to interchange the torso, but you get two different looks, two different gears. I don't think... No, this is the Supreme legs for Cody, and he's got a belt. I think he's got a black belt on here. Yeah, we've got... Because I have three Codys, because this is also an Ultimate torso. Because you can see I've got the butterfly joints here for the arms. So this is, I've got at least three of these Codys. I just don't know why I got three of them. I mean, I liked all the gears and everything, so that's honestly probably why I liked all the gear, and I was like, yeah, I got to get Cody in all these gears. But yeah, there's not a bad one here. I would say these are all must-gets. At some point, I wouldn't say go buy them all at once, because that's a lot of money. These things are like $40 a pop, so, you know, you want to... pace yourself, for sure. Pace yourself in your collection. I didn't start with every single figure. I mean, you guys know that my collection is quite massive, and there's all this stuff yet to go. I've got figures everywhere, but I didn't start with all of it. You know, I just slowly but surely over time have accumulated stuff. Got most of my stuff, honestly, has come from, you know, cheap sales on eBay, from birthdays, you know, getting some birthday money together, Christmas money together, having the Treasure Trove toy store where I can get stuff cheap. Your Ultimates, your Supremes, your Elites, $10. That's what it costs. $10 for an Elite, a Supreme, or an Ultimate. That's the new or the used editions. $20 for anything new in box, unless it's something rare. But I'm okay just building my collection. I'm still buying used stuff. Like, I'll buy it used for $10 as opposed to 20 brand new, or on Ringside where they're like, you know, 30, $40 depending on what you're looking at. I'm happy with getting secondhand stuff, because then I can use it for fix-ups, all that kind of stuff. Anything, if I've got a figure with loose joints, loose parts, I want to fix it up, absolutely fine. Anyway, guys, I would say all these are must-gets at some point. Just pace yourself and, you know, spend reasonably. All right, now we move on to the Bloodline. I was going to save him for last, but, I mean, come on, guys. We got to get to him, right? We've got Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, former tribal chief. We've got the Usos, and we have 2 Rocks out here. Just an incredible, incredible wave. Now, I just said in my previous bit about not spending money on ringside, and then here I have the ringside exclusive Usos. Yeah, we spent money on ringside. You know, I mean, sometimes there are things, there are figures that you just have to have. I had to pre-order the Usos, didn't want to miss them. I think they're I mean, Jimmy's pretty cheap now. I don't know if you can get Jay. I was actually looking to get my hands on a second Jay so I could do a custom for him for main event Jey Uso, but then at Mania I saw we're getting a main event Jey Uso. So, guys, these guys just look good. I do not like, you guys can see there's a difference. Roman's boots are darker than the Uso shoes. Thanks, Roman, for falling over on me. It's not incredibly noticeable on camera, at least not as noticeable as in person. I'm not a fan of that, but, you know, it doesn't really bother me too bad. Like, from back here, you guys can't really tell. I mean, I guess if you're looking, or if I do, like, actually, that doesn't look so bad. Maybe it's the way the lighting's hitting, but in person, it's pretty bad. These are like a nice maroon, maybe not maroon, but a very crimson red to a bright fire engine red. But just fun set of figures. I don't need 2 Rocks. Actually, I'm pretty sure I picked one of these up at Jason's store, which is how we ended up with 2 Rocks. I don't know how else I would have ended up with 2 Rocks if it wasn't for picking it up at Jason's for $10. So that's probably where he came from. I know there's another figure coming up that I definitely picked up there because I knew I already had it, but it was $10. So how could I say no? Let's get to that one now. Ooh, yeah. It's NWO Hulk Hogan, baby. That's who we got, brother. You can see there was one that had a little bit of play. Little beaten up here. Oh, whew. Legs are still kind of loose on him. Actually, back doesn't look bad at all. Back doesn't look bad. Oh, gosh, your legs are pretty darn loose. I think I know what Hogan I want to use for our next season of DWF. And then we've got the one basically new from box. Haven't used him much yet, so he's still in really good shape. Not loose, beat up, anything like that. He's good to go. So this guy's probably going to be our go-to Hogan for season 3 of NWO. What? For season 3 of DWF. Sponsored by NWO. No, sponsored by Prime Energy. Guys, hashtag Prime. Hashtag Prime sponsor DWF. I went ahead and I did it. I'm going to show this off now. I was going to save this for the end of the video, but we've got Logan Paul and KSI chilling over here, bruh. We've got KSI and Logan Paul. Oh, why are you petting his face, Logan? Come on now. You're homies. Just hang out. They're over here just hanging out at DWF. They're chilling over here. Should I keep going and keep making more Sidemen until we get sponsored by Prime? Should I keep doing that? Should I make more of the Sidemen? I don't think they really had much. I think it's just Logan Paul and KSI, right? They're the one. And was Speed a part of it? Should I make Speed next? Those are the guys. I think it was just Logan Paul and KSI, though, that did Prime, right? Or was Speed a part of it? I don't remember. I gotta do my research. But I'm thinking I keep making Sidemen until Prime sponsors us. We'll have the whole Sidemen crew on here. Should I make Laserbeam next? That'd be a fun one. Have Laserbeam in here with KSI and Logan Paul. Should I do Mr. Beast? He's not part of the Sidemen. He's Mr. Beast. But should I just do a bunch of like YouTube streamers and influencers? That'd be fun. I don't know. You guys let me know. But we've got KSI. We've got JJ's here with Logan Paul. They're ready to do battle inside of the squared circle. We've got a tag team forming here. Simon would be a fun one. Simon would be fun to make. Josh Zerker would be good. Harry would be a lot of fun. That'd be a fun bloke to make, right? Maybe we should make Harry. I like Harry a lot. He might be one of my favorite Sidemen. He's just funny. He's funny to me. He cracks me up. Who else is a main a main sideman. Toby's one of the main sidemen. Simon, Josh, Toby, Harry. Who else is always? Bazinga. We could do Bazinga. That'd be a good one. I don't know. You guys let me know. Do you want to see more sidemen? Should I keep making more sidemen, or should maybe we wait till we get sponsored? That'll yeah. Prime hashtag sponsor DWF. Prime sponsor DWF. Let's get it, and I'll make all the sidemen. How about that? Let's get into the next set of ultimates, guys. All right, this group theme is spooky. We've got the Demon, Finn Balor. We've got the Undertaker, our current TNT champion, Kane, and Bray the Fiend Wyatt. Guys, this is a good lineup right here. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a good lineup right here. I would love to get the Demon Finn remade with pinless joint arms. I think that would be amazing. You know what? Can we get the Edge Demon, where he had the purple, the Judgment Day purple? I would love to get that. That would make my day. This is probably my favorite Kane I think ever made. I already told you guys my thoughts on the Undertaker with the new Biker Taker and the new Monday Night Wars Taker. I love those Takers so much. I really like this one, but I think the new Monday Night Wars is my favorite Taker. I just love like the hair being in his face. It looks like he's been wrestling. This, obviously is like entrance, walking out. That's everyone's look right here. Like Ultimates are like, hey, this is entrance. This is the cleanest we're looking coming out to the ring. But I love the Taker having the hair in his face, like looking like he's wrestled a little bit. We got that going on. The Fiend is the best Fiend figure that money can buy. This thing is just incredible. Amazing, amazing. Great job, Mattel. I think you guys knocked this out of the park. I can't wait to see the new glow-in-the-dark match, or whatever that was, the Mountain Dew, Nightlife, whatever match. This stupid gimmicky name, but a really cool character that came from it. Can't wait to see what that looks like. Really hoping we get a new Finn sometime soon. I don't think anything's been announced since the time of this recording, but who knows? I mean, I haven't been keeping up with the action figure news 100% recently. But guys, these are also really, really good figures. I would say if there's one you need to get out of this set, you got to get the Kane. I think it's by far the best Kane I've ever had. They've had other good Fiends. This is just the best Fiend, but there are other good Fiends out there that you can get. But this is hands down the best Kane money can buy. So if you ever get the chance to cop that Kane, gotta go get it, baby. Alright guys, now we have the other legends. That's right, we're gonna jump into the other legends here, where we have Kurt Angle, Eddie Buff Guerrero, Yokozuna, Andre the Giant, Ric Flair, and Batista. Oh man, all good figures. All good figures, right? I love this Kurt Angle. I love the singlet. This is an all-cloth goods singlet. It's just amazing. Finally, we have a Kurt Angle that can really pose around. Olympic wrestler, USA hero, Kurt Angle. We finally can pose him around and get him to be the Kurt Angle we always wanted our figures to be. Eddie Guerrero, I love this figure. He's just a bit too John Cena beefy, right? Like, I don't think Eddie was ever that swole. He was a bigger dude that could still move and fly, but he was never that big. He was never Batista level, right? So, really good gear and everything. I love this boots and pants, and even the Latino Heat shirt, tank top. It's just the chest is just a bit big for my liking. But compared to other figures like Kurt Angle, he doesn't look that. No, he does still look big, even on camera. Sorry, Eddie, they just made you a extremely big figure. Could probably be toned down a little bit. But anyways, let's move on. We've got Yokozuna, who is just incredible. Again, not a lot of movement, not a ton of posability. If you have the Elite Yoko, you're probably just as good as... it's basically the same. There's not a ton more that you're going to get out of your figure. Obviously no chest crunch or anything like that. Don't have the ab crunch, anything like that with this figure. But the cloth goods just made this for me. It was like, yeah, I've got to get this. Got to pick this up when I can. Andre the Giant is one of my favorite, probably the go buy it figure of this line. And I'm only going to say that because you get, one, a really great Andre the Giant figure. You get a giant t-shirt with Andre's giant hand in the middle of it in his signature. But then you get a belt meant for a big guy. A belt that he can actually wear, one that goes around his waist. So if you want to give your big guys a championship, you can actually get that with this Andre the Giant figure. And it is just incredible. Absolutely amazing. Next, we've got the Ric Flair. Great robe, great attire. This is another really, really good figure. I just don't know if I like the... I mean, basically, you're buying this Ric Flair to get an Ultimate Edition Ric Flair and to get the robe. Finally, we've got Batista, which is probably my other go buy it from this section. I have protected this figure so much. The gear is good. The shirt is good. Like, everything about this figure is so good. I try to protect this figure because I don't want this one to get broken. In fact, I think I do have a second one of this, but like, I think it's still in the box. Because if anything happens to this Batista, I think this is our current active Batista. If anything happens to this, I wanted to make sure I had another one just in case, because this is the best Batista figure I've ever owned. So guys, Batista and Andre the Giant are the absolute must-gets of this series here. Eddie is really good. It's just the chest. That's the only thing that's off with Eddie. And then, like I said, Kurt Angle. Just having a Kurt Angle, you can actually move around, throw around, pose around, and get the Kurt Angle action that you want from your figure. It's absolutely dream come true. So hopefully this has been helpful. I'll keep reviewing them as we go. We still have quite a few more guys to get to. All right, next we've got the non-Jazzwares, non-Mattel figures. We have Brian Myers, Matt Cardona, and Yushin Thunder Liger. Now, Brian Myers and Matt Cardona are Super 7, and I don't honestly remember what Yushin Thunder Liger is. I don't think he's a Super 7. He's got like this rubbery chest, which is cool because it's really nice when you're like throwing punches and stuff. You can make it look like he's actually taking hits. Really, really cool figure. But yeah, these guys we scooped up. I think all of them were ringside when they were on clearance. Because there's a new Matt Cardona, new Brian Myers. So we scooped up these guys dirt cheap. I think they were like $20 a pop, maybe. And with all the accessories they come with, just absolutely incredible pickups. Brian Myers and Matt Cardona each come with their action figure. They each had like 2 extra heads, I think. A bunch of hands and a bunch of stuff. Yushin Thunder Liger came with a bunch of hands as well. Obviously, he's got one head here, his masked head, but he came with a bunch of heads or hands as well. Just, fun figures. I'm not really sure these are the best action figures because they all are way more loose than when I started with them. So I don't think any of these guys will appear in this figure form. I don't think any of these guys will appear in DWF Season 3. We do have other Brian Myers and Matt Cardonas, but you would know them better as Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. Woo, woo, woo. And I think Yushin Thunder Liger is going to retire after this season. I'll probably do like a whole retirements page, a post on who's retiring after the season. But yeah, I don't think Yushin Thunder Liger is going to return. I just do not want to ruin the figure because I'm pretty sure it's kind of expensive now and I don't want to have to replace him. So anyway, that's the last 3 of non-Mattel, non-Jazzwares that I have. So now we can finish off these Ultimates. And they say you should save the best for last. I'm not sure if I did that, but you tell me. We've got Shinsuke Nakamura dance battling with Seth freaking Rollins. We've got RKO, Randy Orton, the Viper, Rey Mysterio, Edge, John Cena, You Can't See Me Cena, the phenomenal AJ Styles, and the almighty Bobby Lashley. Guys, this is quite a lineup. Wow, just wow. Let's start over here. We've got Seth Rollins, Seth freaking Rollins, Seth the main man Rollins, main event Seth Rollins, whatever you want to call him, the Messiah. We've got him here in one of my favorite outfits. I was actually going to create this Elite and do all the random paint colors and everything, and about must have been 2 days. I got all the paint, and maybe like a day or two later, I saw that we were getting the Ultimate Edition. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. You get an amazing figure, amazing gear, absolutely amazing coat. I just don't know if I'm ready to bring this into action yet. I've got so many good Seth Rollins, and I like the one that we have. He's probably gonna stay out of action. I don't want to break this. I'm pretty sure I have a backup one, but that one I hope to get signed someday. So this one is probably going to stay out of action, stay on a shelf, keep him safe. We've got Randy Orton. You guys know my review on this Randy Orton. It was very blah, very basic, especially for where we are now in Ultimate Edition figures. I just feel like we didn't get enough for that Randy Orton. Here we've got the Rey Mysterio in his Aztec gear. Now I don't have the big headdress on him. But that, really helps sell the figure. You got to be careful how you pose him, because that headdress is so heavy. Main reason why I don't have him on him right now is just because it was a very heavy piece. Just, it's heavy. It's tough. Moving right along, we've got Edge back here. One of the coolest Edge figures ever, in his entrance gear with the coat, and you can set his hands up, his little rock-on hands. Interchangeable arms to give him the wrestling gear arms. Just great figure. I just wish we could have gotten this in Edge Judgment Day form. I think that would have been awesome if there was like an alternate or chase variant of this in the Judgment Day gear. Next, we've got Word Life Cena, this is a Chain Gang Cena. NWO Cena. Actually, this isn't NWO Cena. This was past, I forget when his NWO run was, but this is a Chain Gang Cena. I really like this Cena figure, one of my favorite Cenas of all time. Just the Ultimate Edition. I can't wait till we get Blue Cena. I'm very excited to get my hands on that Ultimate. You guys know how I feel about this AJ and this Bobby Lashley. I think the AJ is probably one of my favorite figures ever. Like, this is one of the best gears, best color schemes. This AJ, pun fully intended, is phenomenal. Absolutely best AJ Styles figure of all time. Easy go by. If you guys ever get the chance, this AJ and this Seth Rollins, you have to pick these up. Have to pick these up. Same thing with this Bobby Lashley. I'm not really a huge fan of the McDonald's gear, but I love Bobby Lashley. What a great character. And all of his figures are pretty much absolute gold. So, easy pickup for me. And then this Shinsuke. Guys, best Shinsuke ever. It's a little dated now. Obviously, he doesn't do this attire anymore. But I thought this was a really fun, good Shinsuke. Probably my best Shinsuke that I own. Looking forward to getting the Series 109 Shinsuke in hand. Might have to head swap them just because I love this Shinsuke so much. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we get it. If it looks weird, then we won't. But guys, that concludes the Ultimate Editions. Honestly, every one of these figures is a go buy it. With a few exceptions. Maybe Yoko, maybe Gooker, if they're probably like the bottom rung. But they're characters that I really liked and really wanted to have, so obviously we added them. Now, I don't have every Ultimate Edition that's ever come out. I don't have any of the Ultimate Warriors, don't have any of the Macho Mans. I think I'm going to be picking up the NWO Macho Man pretty soon. I'm really hoping for NWO Scott Hall and Razor Ramon. I would love to just rebuild NWO. I think that would be awesome Ultimate Edition set to have. But I want to get the Macho Man here relatively soon. Maybe I'll just throw an NWO shirt on that Cena and call it good. I think that could be fun. I'd want to have an NWO faction kind of take over in Season 3 of DWF. We'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think. Is there an Ultimate that I missed? Or are there any missing from my collection that are like, why don't you have this, DW? Why don't you have this, Dan? You need to go get this. Come on, what are you waiting for? Is there anyone I'm really just truly missing? I do have an Ultimate Edition Triple H that did not make it into this video. So please guys, don't come at me for that. I do have him. I just don't know where the figure is right now. As you guys know, we've got a bunch going on. The war sign is falling apart. I mean, it's chaos over here. I was trying to dig out all these Ultimates. We've got one bin over here. We've got another bin back there filled with stuff. There's a lot going on right now. So there's so much. I know this probably isn't the end of my Ultimate Edition list. I do have, like I said, I do have a Triple H floating around. I'm pretty sure it was the one that came out with the Finn Balor is the one that I have. And I know there's quite a few Ultimates that I don't have. Even some Supremes that I don't have. I didn't get the Lucha Bros Supremes yet. I plan on it at some point. There's just so much stuff coming out that I can't keep up anymore. And they release so much all the time that I'm having to starting to pick and choose until we get that sponsorship from Prime. Hashtag Prime sponsor of the DWF. Until we get that Prime sponsorship, I just can't be able to afford everything right now. So I'm just kind of picking and choosing what I really want and what I think can wait for a little bit. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, ACWSM, for the suggestion to do this. Jay Butterflies, I'm about to get to your question in just a second. And thank you, Monarch, for subscribing. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed and you made it this far, I don't know why you haven't subscribed. If you made it 36 minutes, roughly, into this video, please subscribe. It helps me, it helps the channel. You guys know what we do here. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're doing another figure giveaway. That's right. Our previous winner, you watching, our previous winner won a Dominic Mysterio, I think. That was the figure we sent? I think it was Dominic Mysterio. I bought a whole bunch of figures, kept them in boxes. Figures such as this Cody Rhodes. That's right, guys. We still have him. I kept this Cody Rhodes in the box because I thought, you know what? Maybe I hold on to this. I know a lot of people wanted this Cody. We might hold on to that. I don't know. Should I open this finally and review it when I do the Charlotte Flair review? Or should I keep it for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway? I think I'll open it because we're still so far away from that 1,000 subscriber mark. Unless we start ramping up here real quick. I don't know. What do you guys think? Can we do it? Can we hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of summer? That's the plan. End of August, 1,000 subs. We're at 580 something now. Can we do it? I think we can, but I can't do it alone. I need your help. Guys, please help the channel grow. I try to help you as much as I can and help you guys grow. So let's all work together, build this community, keep growing strong. We all have common interests. I want to keep sharing that, keep spreading this message. You guys are the best. And now, for Jay Butterfly's question, how much money have we spent here at the DWF on action figures? I think I'm in the ballpark. Now, I did say, I got a lot of stuff on reduced price and clearance stuff. I get a lot of stuff from Ollie's. As you guys know, we picked up this beautiful set right here that I already have one opened because this is the Rock we use. That's the Becky we use. Is that the Stone Cold we're running right now? I don't remember. We do have this set already, and I have one in box. And then we picked up the Ollie's price for $29.99. What a steal. If you guys have a chance to get over to your local Ollie's to pick this thing up before it sells out, my Ollie's had like 6 of them, and they went down to like 2 in just... it wasn't even it was the same day. I went there in the morning, went to work, came back. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stop and pick that up. Stopped back, and there was only 2 left. So it's either people bought them or they were stashed and hidden, and I only worked like 4 hours that day, so that tells you how quick those things were going. They were moving. So I scooped one up because I figured, well, might as well get it if I want one, just to have another one hanging out here. Maybe that'll be a giveaway. If you guys didn't get a chance to get it, maybe that's the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. 4 figures for getting to 1,000 subscribers. All you have to do is hit a button. You have to hit one button and you're entered. That's it. Easy peasy. Anyway, guys, with all that being said, I think our total for every figure that we have, from yard sailing, flea marketing, going to toy shops, getting stuff cheap, buying stuff at retail for retail price, getting stuff on Amazon, on eBay, in bundle deals and stuff, and on Ringside. I think we are in the ballpark of $5,000 to $7,000, roughly. That's about where I think we are, is that 5,000 to 7,000 mark. But that has been a lifetime of collecting. That has been, I'm including Christmas gifts, money spent on me as well as money that I have spent. I think we're in that 5,000 to 7,000 ballpark. And the last time I looked at my figure collection was before I started YouTubing. And if I wanted to sell all my figures, like if I pieced them out piece by piece, what I have, all the accessories, all the belts, and everything like that, I was at that point before I started YouTubing. That was 2 years ago now. That we had a rough estimate of $13,000 to $15,000. So that's kind of tells you where the market is, how much this stuff goes up. Some of the rare figures you can have. Every figure, basically every figure that I own is now worth more than what I bought it for, with some exceptions. Some figures have gone down in price, but the longer you have a figure, the better the shape you can keep it in. The more chase figures you have, keep them in their box, that sort of thing. The collector figures, stuff that's really hard to come by, hard to get, that kind of stuff, guys, will go up in price. So if you're looking for buying figures to flip and make a profit on, buy them, hold on to them for a little bit. If it's a hot item and you can buy it and flip it right away, like this freaking Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, these things sold like hotcakes, absolute hotcakes. I think I had like 3 sets of these at one point. One I opened to play with here on the channel, and then 2 I had with intentions to do customs and stuff, but people hit me up for offers on them, and these were $30 a piece, and for the set of 2 was $60, and I was selling them for like 120 to 150 bucks. So it was like, yeah, you want to buy it here? This is, I still have another set. Someone else is like, hey, do you have a set of those? I'm really looking to get them. It's like, well, I only have 1 set left. I can't find them anymore, so I'll give you 150 bucks. Hey, here they are. All yours. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, sometimes you got to sell some figures just to help get your bills paid or to put back into figures, that sort of thing. So that's kind of where I'm at with stuff. Like I've got a ton of figures here. Every figure has a price. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone said, hey, this Daniel Bryan from his time with the Wyatt family, I will give you $300 for that. Hey, this is yours. This is a figure that I've been tracking forever, really, really wanted. But if someone wants to give me $300, hey, see you, Daniel Bryan. I'll come across you again at some point. You know what I'm saying, guys? So like everything has a price. Okay, $300 is extreme, right? No one's going to pay you $300 for this. But if someone said $100, I'd part with this thing for $100. Even $50, I might be able to part with it. Maybe not 50. That's actually, because this is one that I really hunted down and wanted for a while. So maybe not 50. That might be like give me like $70. That Daniel Bryan's all yours. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video going through all the ultimates and things like ultimates, things that aren't quite ultimate or supreme, but they're in that category. And that, again, that was a answer to Jay Buttersfly's question. And we'll see you guys again very, very soon. Sorry for this being quite a long video, so I'll wrap it up. Bye!